Hi, my loves. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful and an amazing day. This is a timeless collective reading for the sign of Cancer. The star, beautiful. So you're going to receive like wish fulfillment. This is hopes. This is dreams. This is having that unwavering type of faith here for you to create exactly what you want, with the Empress being here. A lot of abundance here. All right, for some of you, if you've been wishing or praying for a child or just for a stable offer from a partner here, it looks like this was coming in. King of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups here. Okay, for some of you, it looks like you're getting like the full package here. Okay, yeah, the burdens are being lifted here. It's like, for sure, you're going through some type of awakening, or you've been through an awakening. A lot of realizations and epiphanies that's happening. Like the universe is coming in, clearing away anything that has had you in a state of despair, any type of guilt or regret that maybe you've had. It's like you're needing to just release that, or you've already done that. And as a result of that, you just have a lot of really great things coming in. Definitely a lot of abundance. Okay, this is good. The energy actually has been really good. Like the energy that I've been tapping into has been amazing. Okay, yeah, this right here looks like mom, dad, and a kid. So for some of you, you know, you could be overcoming issues with a family that you have. You could, if you've had issues even with your own child, that could be improving here. Some of you could have teenage sons specifically, and maybe if you have a little bit of an issue with them, that could be something that is going to be healed very soon. I don't know. There's also a lot of energy that has been coming up too, even about like the father figure. Some could be healing from like a father wound, but also there could be specifically like male children who are needing to heal issues either with the mother or the father. Teenage children specifically. I'm getting here, if you have like a teenage child here, they could be coming out with this eclipse energy for sure, and having some type of emotional release, you know, letting you know that they feel a certain way about you or the other parent. And I feel like it's very important for those who are parents to listen to these children, because it's something about, I feel like their inner child, some type of wounding that they may have that they've discussed with you, and maybe, you know, at the time that they did, you weren't in a state of enlightenment or peace within your own life to really see it, to hear it, understand it, or recognize it. But something is being balanced out now. This is definitely like a message I'm getting strongly for parents, or this could even be adults, where, you know, there could be men who are expressing appreciation for their mother or needing to heal issues with their mother. The truth is that we have a lot of masculines who have a very difficult time with making offers to divine feminines because they've had issues with the first love of their life, which was their mother. Okay, the same thing with some women who have had issues with the father. It can translate into having issues with in your romantic relationships as well. And I feel like someone here is becoming awakened about this and releasing whatever this like I said, this despair is about this situation. There could be some parents out here, especially if you're, you know, if you were a single parent, or if you're currently a single parent, where you could have some regrets about the situation or the dynamic, you know, of like your family dynamic when it comes to your children. But it's like you're being asked to really release this, to go within and try to see the silver lining about a situation here, in order to have this, like this healing. Yeah, Four of Swords. Something here has been stressing a person out, for sure. And this right here seems to be more geared towards the masculine, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like there's a masculine energy who has been finding it difficult to find balance and peace in their life, or just their place in the world. Someone here feels like they're moving very slowly in life. Like I'm seeing like there's like a man here specifically who feels like they have their, you know, they're capable of being this visionary, but it's sort of like this person's, their strength and their power has not quite caught up to them. And again, this could be due to the fact that someone here has found it very difficult to find balance because of their family, their dynamic, the people that they've been hanging around. I'm also sensing here, and this is a trigger warning here, but this is a very specific message where there could have been a parent here who was physically present but not emotionally present and supportive of a masculine here. And this, as a result, has possibly made this masculine sabotage connections with women that they could have had like balance and structure in their lives with, because maybe they didn't know how to nurture a feminine. It's the kind of masculine here who may have ghosted a lot of feminines in a time of need because of just, being very uncomfortable with going beneath the surface, tapping into feelings, raw emotions. This is something that scares this masculine. And it has possibly kept them, like I said, from uniting with certain people in their own soul, family, and tribe. This could have been someone who had a very, very strong, independent, mother, like I said, who may not have been as warm and or inviting. And if you are the feminine, if you're the mother watching this is not something to be offended by. It's an opportunity to heal and to grow in this connection. A lot of circumstances and conditions have made a lot of women be very independent, but sometimes being extremely independent is a trauma response. And if you're not careful, it can affect the people that are around you. But sometimes, honestly, you just don't really have a choice. And I feel like there is a masculine now who is looking at their life and reflecting over the fact that maybe they had a mother that had to play mom and dad, a mom who had dreams to ensure that her son grew up to be a good guy, a nice guy, and to have what he needed in life. But unfortunately, she kind of had to give up being very, very emotionally available because she was playing both roles. This is something that someone is becoming awakened to. And I feel like someone is realizing that they've kind of been carrying the burden here. There could be a male here, specifically like a teenager for some, or a young male child that someone has here who has lashed out. And I feel like it's time now to just move forward. I'm also getting here very specifically. Someone here could have lost. Oh, this is very specific. There's a feminine here who your son, it could be a daughter, your child or your children's father could have passed away when they were at a young age. And maybe you, like I said, you have to assume the role of both parents. And maybe you haven't been in a relationship. I'm just, this right here is really, really deep, because what I'm sensing is that it's like a child here who is feeling like they're missing out on something from the parent, but there's also a parent here who has done a lot for the child and perhaps has not taken a leap of faith to experience love in their life and has been left out in the cold. So there's a lot of just trigger points here, wanting to start over, but not being able to, feeling discontent and bored, like there's been missed opportunities here. But someone is finally now closing out this cycle and going to have an opportunity to live, to go out in the world and experience life again. So again, this could be a child here who was possibly of age, and it's time for them to move on. And I feel like to ensure that a connection is strengthened between this mother and son, there needs to be a conversation here, because it's sort of like a little bit of regret and resentment coming from both the mother and the son. And of course it could be a daughter, but I'm just saying specifically, I'm getting a man here who feels like they've struggled from a boy to a young man to a man now, to kind of get their footing in life, possibly because a father was not present for whatever reason. And the mother, who has had high hopes that everything will work out, is kind of being blamed for things. But it's like, Mom, you would have to see that, maybe you could have been a little softer, or, done some things different. There's a conversation that needs to take place here, because this has affected how Mom has went out to see the world and be open to love. And this young man is having a difficult time with having a firm foundation, creating a solid, firm foundation, perhaps for his life, which would affect other people. I just feel like this young man has pushed women away. And this could be a masculine who is much older, but because of, I'm just going to say, mommy issues, daddy issues too, they've ghosted good people. Yeah, death here. Put an end to a lot of situations. Wow, look at that. Someone here has possibly ended like connections with people that they should have been celebrating with, that they could have married. And I feel like this honestly could be the parent in this reading as well as the child. They both have had options to have happiness and to love and to celebrate and to have a firm foundation. And they've put an end to certain things here because of an illusion. But it's like someone now is finally having an opportunity to really go towards happiness. Like 6 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something very beautiful here that is happening for like this mother and this son, daughter, whomever, you know, this reading is pertaining to, because there needs to be an ending to some type of cycle here in this dynamic. This just needs to be a conversation. Okay, the Queen of Swords here. Yeah. It's like whoever the feminine is here is going to have to allow yourself to be more open and optimistic. You can't be so cold and calculated and detached. Again, this type of independence, it's a trauma response because you've had to be the provider. Yeah, for sure. And this has led to stress, fear, anxiety, heartache, pain, suffering a little bit of bitterness and resentment even because you've tried to do everything to ensure that your family had everything. So this is a parent here who has kind of been the martyr and maybe felt guilty for walking away or emotionally withdrawing yourself so that you could actually enjoy things in your own life. But the wheel is changing and spirit is saying it's okay now for you to go and manifest what you want. And the child here, the boy, has to become a man and have his own family. This young man is going to have to leave the nest now and find wish fulfillment on his own and be liberated. And you're going to have to protect your peace and protect whatever it is that you're manifesting. Somebody here, there's a mom. You can't feel stress, fear, and anxiety or even guilt about doing everything that you could do for this masculine son of yours or daughter, whichever. I'm getting masculine though, obviously from the cards. A young man, because it's like it was destined for you to have this son, and whatever happened with the dad, you can't control it. But obviously, whatever it was, it created some type of difficulty. It created some type of chaos to ensue in your life, and it made you very, very paranoid. You became the wounded warrior. Like I said, you did a lot here to work to ensure that you held on closely to this child and to create a foundation. There's this growth and this progression though. King of Cups now here with the Emperor. King of Cups and the Emperor. 2 of Wands. Ooh, this is getting deep. Oh my goodness. Sometimes the messages that I have to put out. Oh man, I don't want to say this. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. For some of you, there is a young man, and okay, this could be a feminine who is dating this masculine that I'm picking up on in this reading. This person could have possibly been manipulated or violated at some point in life and could be blaming the mom or even the dad, okay? And making this the reason why they're having a difficult time with stepping out into life and creating the security and the stability and abundance that they want. This is something that someone's going to have to release. There also could be a masculine who is hiding the fact that they are struggling with their sexuality. They could be holding back and struggling with the fact that maybe at times they're in a more feminine energy. Like, they're being told by society to be this macho emperor-like person, but maybe they're in a more feminine energy. King of Cups. They're more in touch with like their feelings, their raw emotions. King of Cups to me is, you know, someone who is honorable, trustworthy, but I mean, it's a water energy. If you notice, this could be the type of masculine who could be very like spiritual, more eclectic. They could be judged by other people because maybe they're not super macho, the very like assertive alpha male type. And if this is someone who has been taunted at any point, they could be blaming mom and or dad for that. But someone here also could feel like the reason why they're in a more feminine like energy is because of something where they possibly been violated. I'm seeing it. I'm sorry. So this is something that maybe a mother or a father needs to know about their son or daughter, because it could be either, this could, same thing could have happened to a woman, but I'm picking up a masculine specifically. But if you are a feminine who is dealing with this masculine, you may be like stuck in limbo, not really knowing which direction to go in with this person. And I think that you need to be very practical, try to be grounded, and with all of this green hair, like, have an open heart. Because for anybody, if you want to be in some type of long-term friendship, relationship, or whatever with the person, these are real life situations that come up. You know, if it's someone you want to be committed to, then you want to encourage them to get to the bottom of this, whatever this is. But okay, I think the card that just fell, one second, I think it's the Ace of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the Ace of Wands. Okay, so somebody here is no longer gonna be blind. I feel like someone is getting a lot of downloads here, walking by faith and not by sight, but at a crossroads here, some kind of stalemate situation, and something is becoming very clear. And it's good that this is coming out, because it's going to allow someone to move forward victoriously finally, and just let go of some kind of heartache, pain, or suffering, some type of deception or betrayal here. Yeah, deception. Seven of Swords. This is a secret here. The truth is coming out about some type of secret here that has made a masculine very cold and detached, perhaps. And the reason why they're constantly juggling, they're having a difficult time moving on to peaceful, calm waters, because they're in a mental entrapment about something that happened possibly when they were a child and innocent. Yeah, this is the truth. It's a clarity download here. Someone here feels some type of toxicity towards women, or a certain type of woman, or like I said, it could be their mother. This cycle is closing out when the truth comes out about a situation here. You can expect peace, balance, and harmony to be restored. Love, forgiveness, grace, mercy is going to allow, there needs to be some type of heart-to-heart conversation, an equal exchange here. And I feel that once someone gets some type of truth, clarity, it's going to allow them to quickly take action towards a new beginning. If somebody here wants an answer or clarity, this could also be someone connecting with like an absent parent. Somebody could be finding out that they're adopted, but somebody here just, I'm hearing somebody really just wants like an I'm sorry or an apology or something from a person. This is like a whole family therapy session that just took place here on this reading. I wasn't expecting this. But so, I mean, whoever this resonates with, you know, if you're not the person in this reading and you're dealing with someone here, whether this is a man who's dealing with the mother of a teenage or an adult child, woman, or someone is dating somebody in this situation here, but it's not your actual, just be encouraging of this person or these people to handle these family issues. It's going to really, really open up a lot of opportunities, I feel, because someone's like abundance is being blocked. And I feel, you know, when you think about parents and their children, there's a cord that's there. It's like the parent and the child are both experiencing a blockage because of some hidden truth or a lie, or not being honest about their feelings. There's an elephant in the room that needs to be handled. This definitely seems like there's a parent, like I said, who has been absent because they just chose to be absent, could have been incarcerated, or, you know, premature death or something like that. But it's almost like someone here is, there's someone in this situation, or both people, who are blaming one another for something that the situation at hand, it couldn't actually be controlled, but it's like the way that they're reacting and responding to it can be changed. There just needs to be some type of release. Let's pull from the surrender deck, and then I'll close out this reading. I don't know. I hope that the right person hears this message. Let's see. I just want to see what surrender messages come out. Haven't used this deck in a while. Yeah, I feel like there's trying to be a breakthrough happening for this child and this parent in their individual lives, but something in the history within this family dynamic needs to be resolved so that the healing can happen. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. So this is speaking your needs and being true to yourself, needing to focus on your own happiness. So like I said, surrender stubbornness here. This could be a parent who's needing to focus on their own happiness, or even the child. It's like both people. And if this doesn't resonate with you as like parent and child type of situation, this could be you and you could be the child. This could be you and your parent. But if it's not parent and child, I mean, this could be any relationship. Just keep that in mind. This could be any relationship. Someone here is going to have to stop blaming another person for whatever has happened, and also stop trying to fix what has happened in another person by trying to overcompensate and be in this habit of people pleasing. It's really time for whoever I'm talking to and however this situation may relate to you, for you to really focus on what makes you happy and let go of whatever happened in the past, because trying to make everyone else happy. But I do feel like this is for sure like a parent possibly, or someone in a, any kind of relationship who's trying very hard to make another person happy. Until this other person surrenders their stubbornness and chooses to work on whatever it is that they're struggling to let go of or forgive, really there's nothing that you can do that's going to fix this person's ways. Because it looks like somebody here is blaming someone for all of their issues, obstacles, and challenges in life, instead of them stepping up and realizing that it's time for them to heal. This could be within any family dynamic or any type of relationship. This could be a friend. It could be a lover. It could be anyone. But someone is putting all of their blame on another person because of really like their childhood or something that happened to them in the past that they haven't healed. So I would suggest that you don't keep trying to bend over backwards to assist this person, especially if they are being stubborn and refusing to actually assess and evaluate themselves and their situation to see that like they need to make some changes. Someone here needs to surrender to success. Someone is refusing to see that they're blocking their own success because of their negative thinking and being in this victim-like mentality. I just get like a total, just someone who's very pessimistic. Yeah, someone very defensive. They always want to be right. Now, I know I'm speaking of the parent-child. This could also be a parent who is constantly being very stubborn and they're not seeing success in their life, and as a result of that, they're blaming the child. They blame the child or their partner or other people for every single thing that goes wrong in their life. And they expect other people to constantly bend over backwards to please them, instead of them recognizing that it's nothing to do with how people are treating them. It has everything to do with their stubbornness and their inability to see that they're not always right. Someone here is very, very defensive, and I feel like this causes conflict because someone just has some type of unresolved issue or trauma. Yeah, surrender the idea that you can fix someone. Exactly. Yeah. So again, however you fall in this reading, there's a person out here who needs to get to the bottom of their issue. You can't fix this person or help them until they choose to stop being stubborn and they let go of their need to always be right. It's like you want a relationship to work here with this could be parent and child within a relationship. If you're in a relationship with this type of person, this could be because they have issues with their parent, but you're going to have to stop trying to fix this person. This person here has a lot of fear about life and about love, and that because of that, they always want to control other people and think that they're right about everything. And that's what's sabotaging relationships here. Someone feels like they're always right. And because of their fear of embracing their own issues, they choose to try to control people. Because, it's like, well, if I can control you, then perhaps I can stop you from hurting me. So it's extremes here. Someone is either people pleasing or they want you to please them, but there's a very just stubborn, almost like arrogant, egotistical like energy here. This is someone here who is just, they're wounded. Their inner child is wounded, and so like they have an inflated ego and some other issues. This person has to surrender to complete healing. There's really nothing you can do here. Whether you're the parent, the child, man, woman, whomever, the partner of one of these people, until someone here realizes that like it's no one's responsibility to fix them, and that they have to stop being afraid of life and actually healing, and they can't control people, then it's just going to be a lose-lose situation here. Yeah. But you'll have to let this person get to this point on their own. I feel like it could start with a conversation, saying how you feel, and then from there you're just going to have to release this person. This could be a little bit of narcissism as well. Someone who, is just, they're refusing to change. They don't recognize that they really need to change. And I'm seeing where if you don't let this person go through their own process, what it's doing is it's hindering you from being happy, whoever I'm talking to. You're not able to fully be happy because you're constantly feeling the guilt. This is codependency here, and it could definitely exist in a parent-child relationship, especially like, single parents or whatever. There's a child here who is feeling guilty about setting boundaries with the parent, or the parent feels guilty about setting boundaries with the child. It's something like that. But this is a situation that has gotten out of control, and it's affecting the relationships of both the parent and the child, especially their romantic relationships, because they expect other people to give them what they want to make them feel good, because they have not learned how to make themselves feel good. So that's that. I don't really know what else to say about that. I feel like the message is very clear and straightforward. I don't even really know as far as advice. I think that we've pretty much just covered it. Like this is where the law of detachment comes in. Someone is going to have to detach from whoever this person is. You cannot fix this person if they don't want to take that step themselves. And again, this could be related to any type of relationship dynamic. Okay, let's see. Self-forgiveness, yeah. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. So again, this could be anyone, parent, child, or lover, whoever. You're needing to forgive yourself and just realize that you can't fix something. I'm seeing an image here now too of even a child who could have had a parent who had some type of addictions or something. If you're wanting this person to do better for themselves and they're choosing not to, you're going to have to let go of guilt. Like you can't do more than what you've already done. It's time for you to be able to relax and be still and enjoy your life. And that may mean that you need to detach from this person. You need to focus on self-forgiveness and self-care. Yeah, look, time to move on. It's time to let go of the old. Something is wearing you out, and you need to allow something to come in. Some of you definitely, you're just dealing with a parent, a child, a lover, or somebody. They have addictions, they're codependent, they're clingy, they're leeching onto you, they're blaming you for everything. It really doesn't matter what you've done for them or to them or with them. Everything is your fault. This is someone who just has not embraced change yet. Soulmate relationship. Some of you, this is someone that you are in a soulmate relationship with, but keep in mind a soulmate can be a parent, a friend, a dog. It can be anybody. But for some of you, it's time for you to move on from whatever this relationship is that keeps you in this cycle of guilt tripping that's very codependent, because it's actually blocking you from having a soulmate relationship with someone. So you're going to have to be more empowered yourself. Yeah, you're going to have to start saying morning affirmations. saying positive affirmations to yourself so that you can manifest what you want. Yeah, it's something here that's in the past, like a connection that's very karmic and codependent. And it could be with, I'm definitely getting a parent, a child, a family member. Okay. It's blocking a soulmate relationship. So you just need to let go of this, or really set boundaries with whoever this person is. It doesn't matter who it is. Boundaries are needed because this person, like, they're just not, y'all are not vibing. Contemplation time. You need to spend time alone. Figure out what you truly desire in your life and set your sights higher. Yeah. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Yeah, you don't have to, whatever this is, you don't have to put up with this. You don't. It's time for you to allow yourself to receive. It's time for you now to allow yourself to love and to be loved. And you should receive love without feeling guilty or apologizing about it. I feel like there's a codependent, toxic relationship that you've had with a parent, a lover, a child, or whomever. And it has made you almost fearful about letting help or love in. Those types of relationships, it makes you fear abandonment or rejection even more because you've already experienced it in this type of connection. So for some of you, you could be dealing with mommy daddy issues where a parent has rejected you or made you the scapegoat child or whatever, and now you're needing to forgive yourself, forgive that parent, and move on because it's blocking you from a soulmate relationship. You cannot make a old person change if they don't want to change. But I feel like the guilt is coming from this person, and now it seems like it's flipping more from the parent, like the child parent. You have a parent, they blame you for everything. They blame you because things didn't work out, or they didn't get a certain job, or they didn't do what they wanted to do in life. So you're the blame for everything because maybe their relationship hasn't turned out the way that they wanted it to. You have to remove yourself from that and set your sights higher and know that it's safe for you now to manifest the life that you want, and you should be able to receive. You've prayed for a lot of help. So you're needing to get out of the way. Make the decision now to allow God, the angels, your ancestors to help you. But you cannot stay in a situation that you ask God to remove you from. That's the problem. It's like your thoughts are still, it's just the guilt. This is definitely like, a narcissistic like parent or partner that is scapegoating and gaslighting you to think that everything that you do is wrong, and whatever happens wrong in their life is your fault somehow, whatever. It's time to cancel that out. Just let that go. Because it really is blocking a major blessing for you. I have some affirmation cards. I keep telling you guys, whenever I come back after a long hiatus, I started playing around with all my decks on the channel. So some of the readings can be a little bit lengthy. I'm sorry. I will make them a little bit shorter. As I channel the messages, like I start to think, oh, let me pull this deck out. So this is the affirmations deck that I have, and the card that just popped out is I am transformed. And it says, I see the beauty of change. Everything I have been through transformed me into who I am today. I am so much braver. I am so much more caring. I am so much more emotionally intelligent. I am so much more open. I will continue changing and improving. I am transformed. So again, it's shifting your mindset to understanding that, going back to the beginning, as we saw, like the page to the knight to the king, your journey, whether you're a male or female, your journey has been a beautiful journey of transformation. And maybe you feel like you're like a late bloomer, or things are still not going your way, and this is a blockage in your mind that you're needing to remove. You're still allowing the codependent relationship with you and your parent, or whatever that guilt is, to hold you back. And it's creating a blockage because maybe you worry a lot, especially about being bold, like being your true authentic self, because you don't really want to ruffle any feathers. But it's like now you're needing to release worry. So this says, I release worry I release worry over things I cannot control. Instead, I choose to focus on things that are pleasing to me. When I release worry, I allow room for solutions to enter my life. I am worry free. And this says bold. I am bold. I speak my truth in a loving way. My courage to communicate my needs is powered by love for myself and love for others. I am bold. So like I said, for some of you, you need to go ahead and have that difficult conversation with this person. It may not change anything for them, how they treat you, but it's time for you to be bold enough to say, listen, I'm not willing to keep worrying about the situation between the two of us, because this situation has transformed me, and I am about to now connect myself with things that are of a higher vibration that are actually in alignment with me. So you're going to have to make the choice to not let a person, place, thing, or situation continue to force you into some type of submission, into being something that you're not. And you're also going to have to come out of that victim mentality of thinking that just because you went through this, it's okay for you to keep complaining about what you don't have. You're going to have to step into being much more empowered. Okay, and it's not to come off as harsh. It's just time to do the work, because you have something very beautiful that's happening, and you're gonna have to see the truth about this person and this situation. So remember, say to yourself that you are transformed. Say, I am transformed. I am worry free. I am bold. Okay. Some of you may have been in isolation, but Spirit is saying, no, you're connected. You have a lot more in common with other people. You're not the only person that has gone through this. Okay. So you don't have to turn away, because some of you, maybe you have a fear around intimacy or close connections with people. You don't have to be afraid to connect with people because you've gone through this. It has just made you more aware of things. That's all. So just change how you're seeing this situation. But there is an unhealthy connection or attachment that you have to a parent, a child, or a lover that has made you feel very guilty about leaving them behind. And you really don't have a choice.